Oh yeah, welcome to How Can She Snap? This is the Marvel Snap podcast dedicated to the filthy casual. I'm the kid, one half of the Super Snap Bros, and I'm here with my brother, Mr.
No big deal, baby.
Oh yeah, he's here. We got a nice episode for you boys and girls today. We're going to be talking about the meta, some of our Conquest woes. X-23 just came out a couple days, so we've been toying around with her. We'll get our thoughts on that card. We got the new PC UI launch. It looks super snazzy. We'll talk about that. And then there's a bunch of Twitch drops, free stuff, login bonuses. We'll get into all that. If you want to follow us on the social medias, YouTube at the Super Snap Bros. If you want to follow me on X/Twitter, it is the kid_snap. Let's get it. The kid. All right, no big deal. What's going on, brah? What the hell is going on?
How you doing?
Not bad, buddy. Not bad. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a good week of snapping.
It's been a good week of snapping. I played a decent amount. I've been doing
Yeah.
doing pretty good. Having some fun.
Mm-hmm. Have you played any other games recently?
No, I don't have time. I barely have time for Snap. I don't have time for Conquest.
Yeah.
So I just play stupid
stuff
stuff on the
is
ladder.
a lot of time sink for sure.
I actually played a good decent amount. Not decent amount. I played more Conquest than I ever have this week, which is like 2 full gold runs, but that's it.
That's great.
But yeah, I just do stupid stuff on the ladder. Meta is really nice right now. It's super fun. So much diversity, a lot of different decks you can play and have success with. I even made a stupid mill deck, getting ready for Silver Samurai next week.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah, just milling the hand, wrecking people's cards. There's really no win condition, so it's bad. The only win condition is people rage quit. And then you end up winning. When you mill all their cards, they just leave. They don't realize that you don't have anything to win the game with. So it'll never catch on. I can pull it up because we're talking about stupidity. Oh, hopefully I didn't get rid of it. Oh yeah, do you need a hand? This is it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could probably pull it up on my phone. I think you sent it to me.
Oh yeah, this new UI. I gotta get used to it still. It's pretty awesome. Actually, how do you like the PC UI?
I like it. I'm the one thing I'm like confused about is undo all actions like not a thing anymore? Have you noticed that?
No, you can do it. You just click on the cubes like you did before, or like click on not the cube, the amount of energy. The energy ball. Just click on it.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I usually click the bottom and.
Yeah, but now the energy ball that button is here. I'll just open a game real quick.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No. We gotta do this for the people too.
All right, let's do it live. Yeah. Sorry,
and I'm just gonna leave. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So right here, see where's the energy? Here it says one energy. Undo all actions.
Oh, okay.
It's always been the energy. This thing. So however much energy you have, click on that, and there's undo all actions down there. And then if you want to snap, you snap like that. And then you give this guy a pound, and you say, "Oh, I can't even retreat." Oh, there we go. We'll give him some free cubes.
Yeah, you gotta give him a chance to snap too. Yeah.
Yeah, he got it. He gave me a pound. He was ready to go.
Yeah. He thought it was an ego game or something. Like he's ready.
There we go. Donate 2 cubes there. But yeah, so it's there.
Nice.
Because I've actually seen a few other people ask that question on Twitter and stuff. They're like, "Oh, this thing's gone." I'm like, "No, it's always been there."
Yeah, I had a couple that's just down to the wire. I'm doing like these complicated turn 6. I'm in the gold conquest, and I was like, what order did I play? And I'm trying to like move my Jeff back, like put the cards back in my hand. Like, fuck, man. Used to be quicker, but okay. Now I know where it is. I appreciate that. Thank you, kid.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks sick. I like the cinematic at the beginning was actually pretty cool. Deadpool and Ghost Rider going at it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was great.
And I like the when you're in your collection screen, like if you hit the top right and you see like all the cards. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I
awesome.
love that. You could hit like 1 cost, and you could see like almost every 1 cost or almost every 2 costs, pretty much. It fits everything on one screen.
Exactly. If you click the star, it shows your favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck this thing is. Do you know what this one is? The question mark. Cards you don't have. It shows the full card, everything.
Okay. Nice.
So they even show like Echo I don't have, Howard I don't have.
Maybe
that's it. I don't know. Lady Death Strike.
Snow guard's got to be in there.
I pulled Snow Guard
Oh
back in the old system
yeah,
before it
yeah,
switched to caches. I pulled her
yeah. I
when she
just
was
I
a
kind of
Series
cool.
4. I was like, oh
That's
man, that's my
hilarious.
Series 4. See, look, not even upgraded. 10 boosters. I think that's what it comes with. I don't know. It's probably like never played the card once.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
How do you like it?
it's nice. It's so
Mm.
nice. I can't wait to see like when the people like the streamers and stuff optimize it, and it's gonna look it looks so beautiful when you play the game. The
Mhm.
graphics are more like when you're snapping, it's like it's like explodes.
Yeah.
It just everything is more, so it's kind of cool. When you're getting boosters, it's like there's more animation, so it's kind of cool. And then like when you're on the asteroid, all the stuff in the background, it just looks really really cool.
Yeah, it
So did a
feels yeah, that's true. It's like feels like you're in the game more for
Yeah, it's
sure.
like more epic,
It's like you're in an arena more, yeah. Whereas before it was like, yeah, okay, I'm just pushing buttons, you
Yeah.
know.
And all
Yeah,
seems to be set up really nice and very intuitive too. Obviously I'm not like used to it now, so it's a little weird at first because it just came
yeah,
out, but I mean, I'm sure they've tested and optimized it, so it's like it's easy enough. It's just a matter of
mhm.
getting used to it. It's nice, you know.
Yeah. Whatever you click on seems to do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
I like one another thing I was struggling with is on you know how it used to show like because I'm about to get my fourth cache. Like I blew three on X-23, so I
Yeah.
got her on my third pull.
Oh, nice.
And so I have three more caches.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
You can talk. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I have three more caches, and then it used to show that like red three, like oh three unopened.
Yeah.
I don't know if it shows that anymore.
Oh, for the spotlight caches?
Yeah, like where's yours? Like what are you, like yours should say like you had like eight or something, didn't you?
Like how much stuff I have?
On the collection track.
Yeah, look, 81 up here.
No, no, no. Like on the track. You know what I mean? Like your
Yeah.
spotlight cap.
Yeah. Um
There's no way you have 81 spotlight caps.
no, not spotlight caches. I have 81 like stuff.
Oh, you like haven't upgraded your gold ones either?
Sometimes no. Here's collection level. Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
that. Well, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it shows it up here now in the main.
Oh, main.
I have 81. See that little?
Oh,
It's
okay.
little. I can barely see it because I don't have it full screen.
Okay. Yeah,
But
yeah.
up here,
Okay.
and then
Well,
yeah. So
you
if you go on
teach
the
me the
collection level
ways.
track,
Mhm.
the silk variant I didn't get. That's what I wanted.
Same. Yeah. Mine looks like that too. I also missed out. Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a phenomenal variant. It would have been
I was
nice to get
debating. I
that,
was
but I
debating
can't do that.
rolling again. And I'm like, no, just don't be stupid.
No. Yeah. There's
I'm
too
like, I
many
want
good
that variant.
cards in September. We're
I
gonna we're
know. I
gonna
know.
burn all of them in September.
That's why.
Yeah.
Well, let me
Like
we can get into that
Ramona's
kind of
getting
stuff.
four for me for sure.
She's 3K tokens anyway. So
Oh, never mind. Never mind. All right.
um. Well, let's talk. Let me talk about this deck. Let's talk about our stupid decks that we've been playing. Then we can get into X-23 and our spotlight stuff. Whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Just to keep it so we're not all over the place, so people don't think
Mhm.
we're a bunch of idiots, even though we are.
Yeah. We're
Um,
filthy. We're filthy casuals.
yeah, exactly. So, do you need a hand? Because this is gonna be my mill. I'm gonna definitely get Silver Samurai in here to do something. But I have Iceman, Mantis, Yondu, Cable, Daredevil, which I don't think needs to be in here, and I gotta find something better. Master Mold,
Samurai. But replace
Spider
him with
Man.
Samurai.
Yeah, there you go. I have Master Mold, Spider Ham, Baron Mordo, Falcon, Bishop, Jean Grey, Beast. So this deck is filthy. There's been a few times by like turn 4 and 5 that I've just completely wiped out their entire deck. They don't have anymore.
Mhm.
Um, I used to have Wong in here,
Mhm.
but he felt way too clunky. I never really
Mhm.
got good use out of him. And if by the time you play Wong on 4, if you're trying to destroy their hand on 5 and 6, like it's already too late at that point.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like
You almost have to Zabu it. Like
yeah,
you'd have to do like Zabu Chavez somehow.
yeah. I mean, I couldn't
And but
think.
that's no fun to play. Then you have to retreat when you don't get it, and it's no fun.
Yeah, the only reason Daredevil's in here is so I can, just if I want a guaranteed Mantis
Mhm.
to steal their card, and maybe that's what my win condition.
Yeah.
But like you Iceman, Mantis, Yondu, just mess with their deck in their hand. Then you could
Mhm.
Falcon them back. Cable steals a card. Master Mold screws with their hand. Spider Ham always screws with their hand.
Mhm.
Spider Ham and Baron Mordo sometimes have anti synergy. So if you're
Mhm.
gonna play one first, play Spider Ham
The
first,
ham first,
then
yeah.
Baron Mordo,
Baron hits the
because
next
then
card.
Yeah, because then if you Baron Mortal first, then it turns to 6, and then Spider Ham will automatically hit that.
Yeah.
And it could just be like a Nova or something, that
That
hits.
is sick though, because if you play it in that order, like that's devastating.
What? Oh, like Baron, like Spider Ham first, then Baron
Yeah, like
Mordo.
that's
Yeah, it is.
that's pretty devastating.
I
Like, yeah,
know.
you just turn 2 Ham, turn 3 like Mortal Mantis or something,
Yeah,
you're crushing them. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like my only win condition right now is Bishop.
Mhm.
I guess I got. You can give him like 16, pretty like you get him above 10 pretty easily
Yeah.
because you're just falconing everything, and beasting as well. Jean Grey is kind of cool too because she messes them up, and you're having cards that are low cost that you can get back in your hand if you want. So you have
Mhm.
some control. But it's just this deck is just not good at all, but it's so much fun to play because you're
Yeah.
just destroying everything. I mean, you kind of feel like a piece of shit playing it sometimes. Like when
No.
people rage quit, I get a little. I'm like, okay, it's kind of bad, but some people give you the pound and they're like, I see what you're doing. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, you can't get mad if someone's beating you with cable, like, come on, like,
No, exactly. And I usually play
beat
the
you up with
games full
cable.
out, even if I'm getting crushed. I'll just play the games fully. There's
Yeah.
no reason not to.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is fun. And so I think Silver Samurai will add another element of just getting rid of their, stuff.
Yeah, I think it's so low, curve that you could definitely just take out the Daredevil for it,
Mm.
and I think it'll run, the whole deck will run better,
I definitely want to try like a pseudo mill when Silver Samurai comes out and see if that's good. And like
yeah.
having Black Bolt and stature and making it be kind of good and have
Mhm,
some mill cards, not like what I assume is going to be a good Silver Samurai deck where people are putting like Darkhawk and good cards in there.
mhm.
Um, but maybe they're not putting Darkhawk because it'll kill
They
their
might, I
Darkhawk.
mean, right now, I think the top meta, Black Bolt Stature deck is a Darkhawk deck.
It'll kill your Darkhawk.
What does Samurai, yeah.
Samurai, yeah. If you
Yeah,
long as
that's
you
true,
play
I
a
didn't think of
Darkhawk,
that,
if you play a Darkhawk before,
yeah. You just have to play
uh,
it first, yeah.
but who knows?
You can control it, though, it's, like, pretty
Yeah,
controlled, right?
yeah.
Yeah, like, you sh
So
yeah.
it'll be fun to mess around with that
Mhm.
thing too. Put it in one of these kind of decks because once you hit infinite, who cares? It's hilarious just to play with these stupid decks and see what works and have that kind of fun.
I think
But
I would predict that like Samurai Darkhawk is gonna be a thing. I think like it'll be a deck. It'll have a high win rate. It'll be like a good deck. I think
yeah,
just
any
because
new card,
Black Wolf Thatcher is like doing really good right now. Even
yeah, any new card deck, Darkhawk is a good deck.
yeah, it's four. It's Zabu, Darkhawk, Rockslide. Yeah, I mean
The
you
Darkhawk
know
package is so good.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Other than that, I just been playing. Obviously, I love my Thanos, so I just make every Thanos deck that I can.
Hmm.
This deck by Safety Blade is just still slapping.
Hmm.
Um, I had a heartbreak in my Gold Conquest yesterday. I actually said, "All right, I'm gonna sit down and play some Gold Conquest."
Hmm.
I made it to the end. Um, I played against a deck that I was very favored for. He snapped on the first game, so we were at
Hmm.
10 health, 10 health. We made it to the last turn because I was like, "Oh, whatever, I'll lose 2 cubes. I don't care."
Hmm.
Um, I accidentally, and I was gonna leave, and I accidentally clicked snap.
Oh, probably the new UI.
I don't know. No, I think it was just me being stupid. Like I didn't want to
Oh
snap,
yeah.
but on like the last, because I'm like, "Oh, I can't win this. I'm gonna, I'm just leave." And then I accidentally
Mhm.
click snap, and then you can't leave after you snap.
Yeah, yeah,
On
not
the
on the
on
last
the
turn.
on the
Yeah,
last turn, yeah, which
yeah,
for obvious reasons, and I'm like,
yeah,
"No,
yeah.
no!" So I lost 8 cubes on the first game. I battled back. I
Yeah.
won every game in a row
Oh my
until we
god.
were 2 cubes and 2 cubes,
Oh.
and then, uh, second location, Subterranea, and
Oh,
then I drew 4 rocks.
Jesus Christ.
4
I hate
rocks.
it's my
4.
least favorite location in the game, straight up. Like, straight up, I hate Subterranean with a
I
passion.
I had, now I didn't have, like, a good chance to win, but I was, like I had some decent I was, like, doing
Yeah,
okay.
if you had maybe 2 out of 4 rocks, you would've been okay.
4 rocks. I just,
Yeah,
didn't have a chance, and I was like,
yeah.
"I came back and won so many in a row," I'm like, "Oh, no," on the last one, so whatever. It was
Yeah.
disappointing, but I'm like, "Hey, it was my own stupid mistake," so, but this deck, again, I'll tout this deck again because it's, one of the best decks in this meta right now, I think, for
Yeah,
sure.
that deck's unbelievable. I'd
Is
cruise to infinite with that deck very easily.
Yeah, Same. I mean, I got rid of Sunspot and put in
Mhm.
Miles Morales, but it's Nebula, Craven, Spider Ham, who does work right now.
Mhm.
Armor, for obvious reasons, doing work.
Mhm.
Everything's destroy now.
Mhm.
Jeff, Silk, Wave, Spider Man, Shang Chi, Miles Morales, Arrow, and Magneto. Arrow and Magneto MVPs after you play Wave.
Yeah, yeah. Into the Craven, you could play into the Craven lane,
Oh yeah,
juice up your Craven,
yeah,
or you could just do arrow, just normal arrow shit that we used to do, like or
yeah.
just win the game with arrow, because you
Yeah,
got weight.
there's such a low curve here that you just get ahead with all your early game, and
Mhm.
then you wave two drop or wave Miles Morales on 5, and you arrow or Magneto at the end on the last turn
Mhm.
and win. So you'll
Yeah,
be ahead in 2 lanes. Your goal is to be ahead in 2 lanes, then wave arrow and you win automatically because they can only play one card.
I think there's there's something to be said, like a macro discussion, um, with the Spider Ham Jeff. I think those two are just a clear cut above the rest of the two drops in the game.
They're so good.
Um, I'd say maybe slight edge to Jeff,
Yeah,
uh,
oh yeah.
but both those cards, it's like the old Lizard Scorpion. Like maybe Lizard would be like Jeff, which is just Lizard was just in every single deck,
Yeah.
and then but Scorpion still just like was broken back then. And yeah, I don't know, man. These two cards are insane. I was listening to a different podcast, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't know. Like Spider Ham's like kind of good, but like he's not that great. He's like too
No,
common."
no, no, no,
And
no.
I think it was the Cozy and Alex pod. I was listening to it recently.
How
Uh,
long ago? This must have been the one from a few weeks ago. People
Most
can't.
recent one. No, it's the most recent one.
Oh,
They just put out, I think, Monday. I think, and
oh.
I heard some
I didn't listen
slander
to that
on
one yet.
Spider Ham. I was just like, I was getting heated in the car. I was driving in the car. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, this card is one of the best. This is a top 10 card in the game, straight up. Like, I
Oh,
don't care. Like for
easy,
sure.
easy,
Yeah,
easy, easy.
yeah.
And people who don't think so are not playing. Oh, your dog. Look, at
Yeah,
Carlos.
he knows I'm getting heated because he knows I'm
Yeah,
getting heated about Spider
yeah.
Ham right now.
People who don't think this is a top 10 card right now are not playing him and
Mhm,
think maybe his time has passed. Because if you play him, you realize how ridiculous he is.
mhm.
He
Especially in
ru-
Conquest too.
he
He's
ruins their
nutty in
life
Conquest.
so many times. He ruins people's lives.
Yeah,
There's so much combo centric decks too. Yeah, he's so good. And so is Jeff.
especially now with like Death Null. Like
Yeah,
he's nuts. He hits these cards like always Death Null. If you're playing a Nimrod deck, like you're hitting a Nimrod. If you're playing playing a lot of discard,
yeah,
you're always hit either Modoc or Apocalypse,
yep,
which are both ridiculous hits. And
yeah.
I've seen a good amount of discard out there, so that's why I'm kind of just have that fresh in my mind. But yeah, I mean Spider Ham Jeff, I think is just you can pretty much start any deck with Spider Ham Jeff. I think you're gonna be okay.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Hmm.
Jeff is always great. Jeff is always great.
Hmm.
I think I like Jeff more than Spider Ham just because there's so much
Yeah,
versatility.
I mean he's more versatile too, for sure. Uh,
And the last few weeks, Silk is making a case now too. We always said
yeah,
Silk was a good card.
the
Now
value,
she's
man, the
showing.
value is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with like Angela and stuff now too. These decks that are coming out, you get Angela to 2-8 pretty easily. But
Yeah,
yeah, no,
I do think she
Spider.
has to be in the right shell though, I guess, because she could kind of like cuck you potentially, like
Yeah.
depending on what deck you're playing. Like it's like if you're playing Destroy, for example, you need certain things to be in certain locations.
Yeah.
Like so, it does have to be the right, like an Angela Craven type of deck, I think. But yeah, in decks like that, she shines for sure.
I think Mirage is a sick card too. It's just like
Yeah, I don't
there's
have Mirage,
there's
but
too
it
many good
seems
two
really
drops.
sick. Yeah,
It's a good card. But it's
yeah.
just like it's hard to play her right now because I'm like, do I want to play her or do I want to play Spider Ham or Jeff? And I'm like, okay, like yeah, their Spider Ham and Jeff are just better right now.
I got a question:
Yeah.
is Forge power creep on Mirage?
It's Force Power Creep on Mirage. No, she's a 2/2, and you get information from their.
Yeah, but Forge is a 2/1, but he's a +3 to your own card that you control. You don't get the enemy's card for a +2. It's the
Yeah, but
same. It's the
that's
same amount
true.
of power, but more control.
Yeah, yeah, but you get information. You get Mirage gives you information though too.
Yeah, Carlos is popping off right now. Sorry.
Yeah. Your dog. It's okay. Most people listen anyway, so
Yeah,
um your dog can go in front of the screen as much as you want.
pop him down.
Yeah, I know Forge because like You can't. You can put Mirage, I think, in a lot of decks, and Forge you can't really put in every deck.
Mhm.
Like Forge has to be part of combos, whereas Mirage is more like universal. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's
I
true. She's
feel. I
always good.
feel
Yeah.
like you're not gonna throw Forge in like I don't know, like this deck, like this Safety Blade deck. Like, I would never put Forge in this deck. It wouldn't be
That's
that
true. There's no
useful.
other than Jeff, I guess there's no real good targets.
Yeah, but like I would put like Mirage. If Spider Ham wasn't so good right now, like Mirage would be sick in this deck.
Yeah.
You know, just be good filler.
That makes sense. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I haven't got Mirage yet. Hopefully, I'll cop her one day.
yeah.
Maybe if she drops to 3K, I'll pull the trigger.
There's too many other good 2 drops that like
She's 6K, right?
I believe no, she's 3. I
Oh,
think.
she's 3.
Yeah, I
Okay.
spent. Yeah, that's why I got her because she was 3. I wasn't gonna spend
Okay.
6 on her.
But we'll see. Maybe the spotlight cash will be. Oh no, we already had a Mirage one, so probably won't be for a while.
Yeah, I mean she'll be in the shop if you want to pick her up for 3, but I wouldn't do that right now. I
No,
do think
yeah,
she's worth it, but not in this meta right now. I mean she's not. You could throw her in Thanos decks too. Like I played her in Thanos
I'm
decks
scared
as
to
well.
spend anything. There's just so much. There's so much
Yeah,
shit coming out. Like
exactly. Yeah. No.
I,
Yes. Don't spend anything right now. Wait, because
let me
wait till
ask
after
you this:
September.
for the casuals, would you recommend pulling for Samurai or no?
Um,
It's hard to say,
Samurai
right?
coming up.
I'm personally really on the fence about this. I think
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait a week and see if a crazy Samurai deck pops up, and then I will blow my load at the end of the week. I think if
Yeah.
like it's just Samurais everywhere because I love discard. Like I love discard,
Yeah.
uh, like with a passion. So, but if it's kind of some niche thing, like some Hell Cow, like Hell Cows, like whatever. Like if it's some shit like that, then I think it'll be better than Hell Cow, obviously. But this is all theory. Like we don't know if it's gonna realistically fit into any decks.
Yeah.
So
I think this will be the best card of the month.
yeah, I mean, it definitely could be right. Like, but I don't know.
Like I would. Huh, it's hard for me to say. Like I would.
Mhm.
I think this is the one you roll for too. This and X-23. You know, if you didn't get completely cucked by X-23, if you didn't like waste all your caches, then yeah, if you have 4 spare, then I probably would for Silver Samurai. Seems like a pretty sweet card.
I will say too, these random opens are pretty nice. I just opened
Oh yeah,
Galactus just randomly,
yeah.
so I was very like
So we're talking about
pessimistic about
this.
this whole spotlight cash system. But now that I just pull a 6K card for free, it's almost like, all right, I kind of see the appeal now. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's because it's like for people
Yeah,
that don't have like almost complete collections. Like you're
yeah,
getting a new card every time, basically. You know, you're getting
yeah. If you,
a random
yeah.
series 4 or 5 card.
Mhm.
Like me or
But a
you,
lot of
like
time it's a variant though, right? At least like I think I own most of them, right? So
yeah. So like the
yeah,
random series 4 or 5 card, the way it works, like in the
mhm.
spotlight caches, there's 4 things, right? There's the new card, there's 2
Yeah.
other cards, and then there's the random series 4 and 5 card.
Mhm.
So then if you hit the random series 4 or 5 card, it goes to every single series 4 or series 5, whether you
Mhm.
have it or whether you don't. You get a random one. If it's
Mhm.
one you don't own, you get the card. Here you go. Like you randomly got on Galactus. Here you go. Here's Galactus. You now got a big bad.
Mhm.
Not Hit
Super
Monkey, Big
lucky though.
Bad.
I mean, I think I
Yeah,
own most of them. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then if you don't, like if you hit one that you already have, like say you have Zabu, if it goes
Mhm.
hits Zabu, right? Then you get 1,000 tokens.
Oh, okay. It's 1,000 tokens instead of random Zabu variant now.
Yeah, they got rid of the variants.
Okay, that's good then. That's
And
not too bad.
it
I'm
was
happy with
never
1,000 tokens.
a random Zabu variant. I wish that it
Oh,
would have
okay.
been that. It was random any variant in the game.
Oh,
Remember
that's
I got
fair.
that dumb Agent 13 one as my
Yeah,
first
yeah. Okay, I
spotlight?
remember. I saw you do it in person. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember now.
I was down that.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's if you get a duplicate, it's 1,000 tokens.
Yeah, I do think this stuff is important to talk about though. Like, I don't think it's too like off the rails of a combo because I mean, tokens are very hard to come by now, and
Yeah.
like I said, we're trying to be casuals. I mean, we don't want to whale it up too hard here. So I haven't spent money on the game in like 2 3 months, so I'm kind of
Yeah, that's good.
just trying to be frugal a bit here.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm being an idiot. I bought the death bundle. I don't care. That was great.
Okay. Well,
You know,
you've always said you're down to whale it up, so
yeah, oh yeah, I'll whale
I'm
if I'm
always trying
having
to
fun.
value hunt a bit. If there's like a
Yeah,
good $30 bundle that is good
yeah,
value, I'll spend it.
of
But
course. Like I'm not getting this one that's out now. Like where's the hell's the shop? This anime one,
there's a lot of bad
Storm
ones,
and
man.
Captain
I hate
Marvel.
everything that comes out. I
I
actually
mean,
like the
like
anime Storm. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, it's a nice Storm variant, but I don't want to
Mhm.
spend 5,600
Yeah,
gold on this. Like I
yeah,
don't know. I don't, these variants aren't great for me. They're okay,
mhm,
and then 7,500 credits is great, but
mhm.
whatever. That like the variants don't inspire me.
You have a 6 Storm though. I have Pixel Storm right now,
Yeah.
so like this is and I play Storm all the time, so it would improve my gameplay like straight up.
Yes. Let's
Because
see.
like I'm just using Pixel Storm currently.
Yeah, this storm is yeah. I have the null storm, the
Yeah,
nullified.
that's even better than the anime one. So
I love this one. This one's so
yeah,
cool.
that's amazing. Yeah,
And then the Captain Marvel I have, I like too. It's my favorite
I like
Captain
my
Marvel variant.
Marvel better than that one too. I have it's kind of like space purple in the background.
That
It
one's
looks really
cool. That one's
yeah,
cool. Yeah, this is my favorite one. I found this one in the shop. I'm like, I like
yeah,
this.
that
It's my
one's
favorite
sick.
one.
That one's like slick looking even.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Archer one's cool too.
Mhm. I haven't seen that one.
It's like just a hyper realistic one.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah. So what the hell were we talking about? Doing spotlight
The deck you were
caches?
talking about, the safety blade deck.
Yeah. Well, and then we got into the spotlight cache. So anyways,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I would what's his name? Silver Samurai. I
Mhm.
would roll spotlight caches. I do
Yeah.
have a lot saved up. You know, if I had 3, I might think about it because September
Mhm.
seems pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just debating. Do I hold it for next season?
But
I don't
yeah,
know.
like
Yeah, I'll have to take a good look at the cards next season because I'll definitely just spend the 3K on Ramona. So it'll be
yeah.
between the other 3 cards whether I want to blow 4 on one of those because I only have 4 right now. So
So
we'll
I
see.
think what you're doing is the smartest thing you could possibly do. If it's a card that
Mhm.
you're unsure of, then
Mhm.
wait a week. You
Yeah.
have a whole week.
Mhm.
You can see the meta. You can see if people are using it. You can see if they're making fun decks that are doing well that you'll have fun with.
Mhm.
And then you could decide then, you know.
Yeah. True.
If not, then if it's like it's kind of going to be an okay card, then don't get it and save
Mhm.
your stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Fair.
not that big of a deal. If it's a card where you're like,
Mhm.
oh my god, I need this, I'm going to play it. It's so much fun. Like
Mhm.
X-23 seems like that card that you can just put in a lot of decks and have
So
fun
fun.
with.
Such a fun card.
Yeah, then it's
It
like
really
go
is
for it.
phenomenal card.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, like, so we could talk a little bit X-23 and some other
Mhm.
decks. You have a couple decks you want to talk about too. We can talk about X-23.
Sure. Yeah. Do you want to pull up my X-23 deck?
Yeah, MJ, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. So 23 MJ.
So
Um,
X-23 for let's just say
yeah.
what the card does at first. It's a 1/2. When this is discarded or destroyed, regenerate it at a random location and you get +1 energy next turn.
Mhm.
So, it's great. I think, they're gonna have to revisit the animation here because they set the bar so high with the animations of the cards.
Just like a quick explosion. Yeah.
Yeah, like remember, Wolverine used to do what this did, and then like they made it like,
Yeah.
whenever Wolverine gets destroyed, he like slices the air and stuff and
Mhm.
says, "Oh, enough said, bub," or something,
Yeah.
This one just kind of like reappears and it's like, "Mer, mer." You're like,
Yeah.
oh, what the hell? Um, but yeah, so this card took you 3 spotlight caches to get.
Yeah.
Okay, it
Yeah.
took me 2. I pulled it on 2. I got the
But
Nebula
I
variant.
pulled Galactus in the meantime though, so it's kind of nice. I'm not
That's
mad.
yeah, that's sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the
Galactus,
big bad.
Nebula variant, and then that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you pulled 2 big bads, next 23
Mhm.
and then Galactus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um
Yeah.
so yeah, me it took 2, Nebula variant and then X-23.
Mhm.
I was debating Silk variant, then I was like, don't be an idiot. Save them. Cuz
It's so sick. It's such a
I
sick
know.
variant.
I know. I'm whatever. I'm not going to talk myself into it. No.
But yeah, this
Um
deck is
talk about
so
it.
we got Deadpool,
Yep.
Squirrel Girl. If you like Thanos, just play Thanos instead of Squirrel Girl. I just wanted to play more mid range type of thing, a little more consistent, lower ceiling. That was my theory with Squirrel Girl. X-23, and then 2 costs. We got Forge, Carnage, and then Killmonger, Venom, Dakin, Deathlock, and then at the 5 cost Taskmaster, and then 6 Null and Death.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the Forge combos are really nice. Play it on Dakin or Deadpool is just absolutely crazy with Forge here. And you got 4 means of destroying stuff. I used to have Arnim Zola in here. but I found just having a 5 power card like Taskmaster just gives you so many lines that you can play. Just
Yeah.
having the fact that it's one cheaper than Zola, like you could play like, because you're killing your X-23 and you're getting these +1s, so you'll be sitting there with like 7 power, and you could do like Taskmaster and then Carnage somewhere else because there's another X-23 somewhere else, like crazy shit like this
Yeah.
that you just can't do when you have Zola. Is just a little more clunky, and you have to have the one card in the lane. And so, yeah, this deck just has all kinds of plays. And Taskmaster has like 3, 4 different targets that you can copy. You got Venom, you got
Yeah.
Deadpool, Null, Death is 12. Dakin, if you forge your Dakin, kill the shard, it's a 14. So like, there's all kinds of crazy Taskmaster targets. Like you always have something, and you don't even need the Taskmaster to win. Like really, Null, Death are your two main win cons here, and Deadpool's like a really nice bonus. Sometimes he gets going, sometimes he doesn't, and you win anyway. So this deck is like sick. It like pops off, and I found it really consistent. And I got an Infinity ticket with this deck. It went 6-0 all the way through the Proving Ground, Silver, Gold Quest. It went 6-0, and then I did another one, and I lost on the second one. So I guess it's like 7-1 in Conquest over the last week. So it's like a really sick deck. The deck I lost to was Shuri Nimrod. I think it's a bad
Okay.
matchup because I think that deck just has a higher ceiling. It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
puts out more power, but it's cheesier and easier to counter. Like any armor or Cosmo, like you could dummy that deck. Arrow can dummy Shuri Nimrod. Like there's a lot of counters to the Shuri
Yeah.
Nimrod. This deck plays around a lot of counters because you get to choose what lane you're going in. And I played one match against a She-Not deck with Cosmo and armor in it, and I beat them still. Like,
Yeah.
and that they're supposed to hard counter me. It has Cosmo and armor both, and I still beat him with 4 HP left. It was pretty close, like back and forth, but you have all kinds of mind games, and the Cosmo and armor do protect your death and null from Shang-Chi as well.
Yeah.
So you could kind of use them to your advantage sometimes. Taskmaster's protected too. You play Task in the armor lane, whatever. So it's a really fun deck, and death is like always cost 0 in this deck too, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's the really nice thing is that like I've been playing not this deck specifically, but a lot of decks similar to this.
Yeah.
I'm putting Thanos in because I just like really like destroying the stones and using the stones. I played a
Mhm.
few without it, but like similar ish shell with these destroy cards. I played a bunch of different ones. I've had I made like 10 over the last week. Just
Yeah.
messing around with X-23 with a bunch. Take a card out, do this, do that.
There's so many
Forge.
destroy cards.
Yeah, the Forge, yeah, it's hard to pick which one sometimes. Sometimes you're like, all right,
There's
I'm
at
gonna go
least 20 of
Nimrod.
them that are good. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, all right, I'm gonna do Zola this time, and you do Null
Mhm.
and Zola. All right, I'm gonna take Zola out because I have to go a different route and be more mid range. The
Shang-Chi is really good. Like
Yeah,
there's so many good
Shang's in
ones.
mine.
Yeah.
Forge has been the unsung hero, I think,
He's
in a
nuts.
lot
He's
of
nuts.
these. I mean, obviously X-23 is good. We'll talk about that card more, but
Mhm.
Forge has been great and just brought Deadpool back to life, man,
Mhm.
which is so good. Just made it more consistent. I've done not just Deadpool. Obviously, Deadpool's great, but I've had a lot of turn sixes where I just forge Death Taskmaster. You
Oh,
know,
nice. Yeah.
if you
You can-
X-23 on like a Venom on 5 or something, then you have 7 mana. Then you just
Mhm.
forge Death Taskmaster, 30-point play.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like
and that's
I've
like a pretty simple, like not hard to pull off combo.
no,
Like you get that
I've
pretty consistently. Yeah.
done that more than once.
Yeah. That's like consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of people playing Magic, so even you don't even need to kill X-23.
Mhm.
It's just you can just do that a lot.
I
Yeah,
noticed that as well. It's actually fun to play into Magic with this deck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Deadpool's fun. Yeah, you don't need him to be 30. Sometimes he gets to 32. If you get him 4, then you get him 4, you're happy. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, these decks have been so much fun and doing really good. And
Mhm.
even against armor, they do well. Dakin's great. Null's just wins games by himself.
Yeah,
You
no, it's
know,
crazy. Mhm.
he's awesome. So yeah, what do you think about X-23 in general? Think it lives up to the hype?
I think so. I think I was saying last week it could be the best card in the game. I don't think it's the best card in the game.
Yeah.
but I do think it's like ridiculously powerful and one of the funnest cards I've played. Probably the funnest card I've played since Hitmonkey, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Hitmonkey felt amazing when it came out, like just crazy combos, and like this card's the same. Like this thing just it changes the entire game completely. You have like just lines that I've never even thought about playing before are just coming up, and yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's amazing.
Yeah, I think she's a really good card. I stand by what I said last week. Is I don't think she's like the best card. I don't think she's gonna break any decks. I don't think she has. I don't think Destroy is not S tier.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good, but it's not like unstoppable. Needs to be nerfed kind of deck. Everyone's just having fun with it and exploring. But it's still a
Mm-hmm.
really good card. It's like a sick card. And the reason why I like playing Thanos and Destroy with this card specifically is like if you're because a lot of times the mana sometimes doesn't work out well, and in Destroy, like if you have that extra mana on like turn like 4, sometimes you only
Mm-hmm.
have like a Killmonger or like a Venom, and you're like, the mana, whatever. You don't
Mm-hmm.
always have the Deadpool. With Thanos, you always have not always, but you almost always have a stone. So
Yeah.
that extra mana, you can just throw it a stone. You play your
Mm-hmm.
Carnage and it's another stone. It's an extra 2 power for you and
Yeah.
a draw. So that's why I like this card with Thanos. I've seen a lot of people do Galactus and stuff too, Thanos Galactus, but I think it's a great card, so I'm happy
Yeah, you
about
could
it.
forge Galactus is kind of fun too. That's another combo there.
Yeah, I tried doing
You go,
Wong Mystique Forge Galactus a few times.
oh, that's hilarious.
It just it did. It's like any of those stupid
Yeah,
combos. They like
it's
rarely.
yeah, niche combo. Yeah, hard to
Yeah,
pull off.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's this
So yeah,
one?
that deck's like super fun, and just any X-23 build. I mean, I'm sure everybody is messing around with it, but I think my deck is not like optimized or anything, but
No.
I really like it, and yeah, I'm excited to keep playing it. I do think like in the meta that Destroy is one of the best decks,
Yeah,
but I think that the meta's kind of like really nice right now, where it's like spread out. There's like 6 decks that are really good.
yeah,
And I think like if you just threw like Destroy as one of them, and either like a Nimrod variant or just a standard like this,
yeah,
um, either one, like they're both. I think they're both really good. Um,
yeah. I
so
agree. But not broken though.
yeah, no, it doesn't feel broken. It doesn't feel like there is a crazy broken deck right now. Like
No, which
yeah, I
is
don't know.
great.
Yeah, the Silk Arrow like Magneto one is really strong. Like a lot of people are playing stuff like that. I see people playing
Yeah,
like just Naked Vision in that deck. Or like Legion. I'm seeing like that deck, but like with Legion.
yeah.
Instead of Arrow, for example. Um,
The hell is this
so
one?
people are messing
Here
around
it
with the
is.
5 spot. So I guess you could call that deck like good cards. I guess because that's pretty much what it is.
Yep.
And like I don't think that deck's like dominant either. Like Black Bolt Stature was dominant as the good cards deck. This one's not as much, and so I think Destroy is like up there at least. Like I
Yeah,
think
me too.
move and bounce have gone down for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Like move and bounce are just like Destroy is just better than both of those now. I think clearly, and yeah.
Seems like it.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the one I've been playing. I think it's basically the same as yours. I just have Thanos instead of Squirrel Girl, and then
Mhm.
I have Shang-Chi. I don't know which one I'm missing from yours, but yeah.
Do you have all 4 Destroy cards?
Maybe I don't have
Probably.
Deathlock, actually. I might not have
Yeah,
Deathlock.
Deathlock's a reasonable card to cut for
Yeah,
sure.
I don't have Deathlock. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that makes sense. Shang-Chi instead of Deathlock. Actually, I might try that. That sounds pretty good.
It's not bad. Yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah, so
definitely.
I'm
Yeah.
but I've played like 40 of these kind of, so like, even here's another like Pure Destroyer that I have. It's just like I have Wolverine. I have
Mhm,
Wolverine, Deathlock, Carnage, Venom. I have a
mhm,
Forge in here too. Or sorry, a Nova, Forge,
mhm,
X-23. And just like the Null, Shang-Chi. Null's is the win con here.
mhm.
It's great. And
All the
Deadpool.
buffs.
Yeah.
Let's get Deadpool huge deck right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have Dakin, you have Null, you have other
Mhm.
stuff that you don't really need. And X-23 gives you extra mana.
That is kind of the cool thing with Dakin. It's like Deadpool just felt like a bad card to me before. Like I know a lot of people were making it work, and I appreciate them. I personally could never make it work. I always thought it was bad.
It wasn't
And
great.
just yeah, just adding Dakin, like now you have 2 cards to buff. Like if you play Nakia or Koye, like it hits them both. Like
Yeah.
Forge is more consistent because you could pick which one. If it's one of 2, like it's way more consistent. Just have a Forge and they're doing nothing. So the fact that the both of them kind of benefit from the same cards is like I think Dakin's just kind of like an average card on his own. Honestly, I don't think he's that crazy,
Yeah, he's
but
good.
in a Deadpool deck, I think he like can really pop off.
Yeah, Killmonger kills both, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Get two birds stoned at once.
yeah. Buffs are great on both. Twice as great on both. Killmonger kills both. You get some Kamartage, shit gets crazy.
Yeah, so X-23, good card. I'm happy that I rolled my caches for X-23. It's been a really fun card this week. Like I said, I've done 10 different decks and just like trying different things. And it's, I don't know if we've even scratched the surface with this card because, you could even I'm sure there's going to be discard decks, with this now. Like when Silver Samurai comes out next week,
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. It's better to I mean, you don't have to spend one energy if you discard it, right? So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So
And then
that's pretty nice.
you get an extra energy for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, why don't you talk about your other deck? This one's the interesting one.
Yeah. So this
No big deal spice.
Yeah, this thing's pretty sick. So, I like me some lane lockdown. I had a lot of success with it on the high evo when it first came out. So I wanted to mess around with this. I've tweaked it quite a bit already, but this deck, the goal is to just not let your opponent play. It's similar to yours that discards their whole hand, but instead of doing that, you just lock down all the locations on the field.
And it's actually good and you have win conditions, unlike mine.
Well, I mean, you don't have too much power, to be honest. Like, this is also just basically zero power deck, so same thing. But but if they can't play, then they lose, right? So
yeah, exactly.
So it's Nebula, one, and then Goose, Spider-Ham, Jeff. As I was saying, Spider-Ham Jeff is just crazy. But in Surfer specifically, and this is also a Jean Grey deck. Jeff is does overtime in this, right? You move into the Storm lane, player on the Jean Grey lane, and then you could always go back and play again once you fill it up. So Jeff does really well. I tried Nightcrawler in here, but I found Nebula just be a little more high impact. And then Brood, Mr. Fantastic, Silver Surfer, Storm, Jean Grey, Juggernaut, Shadow King, and Professor X. So this is I guess that's like the spice card, basically, right? It's not Sarah, it's not Doc Ock or whatever. It's like Professor X, or not Absorbing Man either. So yeah, this deck's pretty sick. Shadow King's really good against Destroy. Venom goes to 3. It's really good against Bounce. I played one against Bounce. Like, everything just goes to 0. Monkey and Angela both go to 0. Kitty Pryde goes to 1.
He owns Bounce.
So Shadow King's pretty interesting card in here. He's like a legit win condition in this deck.
Well, what does he do for Destroy? I mean, like, Deadpool goes back to 1, Carnage goes back to 2, Venom goes down to 3.
Yeah.
Null goes to 0.
No, Null's ongoing. I don't think it works on Null.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, he's ongoing, or he's on. I always think Null's is female. Sorry, but yeah, Null's ongoing.
No big deal. Doesn't assume no gender.
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, it's nice if you hit a Venom. They want to Taskmaster it or something. It's pretty funny, right? They just Taskmaster a 3 power, right? If you do the same turn, so there's some cool stuff like that. But yeah, basically so you got Nebula sitting in one lane, right? Then you got Jean Grey sitting in another lane. Then you put Storm in another lane. So they have to play on the Jean Grey lane. So then Nebula keeps going up. But then they have to play on the Storm lane because it's going to be flooded the next turn. And then if you do all that, as they're trying to deal with that, you slam a Professor X on the Nebula, and then it gets an automatic +2. Can't die to Killmonger. And if you want a Jeff on top of that, you can. Also, if you want a Fantastic in the middle, you can add another 2 to the Professor X lane. And so I used to have Daredevil in here, but I feel why am I being so scared? I'll slam my Professor X. If I'm short some power, I got plenty of ways to pump it back up, no problem. Yeah. Also, Surfer, if you have a 3, you play Prof X on top of a 3, then Surfer can buff up that lane too. So it just locks down all 3 lanes. If you ever get a location that stops your opponent from playing, it's auto snap every time. And this deck's really fun, obnoxious. I feel a little bit bad playing it, but I'm starting to get numb to these kind of decks now because I've played them so much now. So it went 5-1. I did lose my last gold Conquest with this one, but I didn't have Juggernaut. I was playing Crystal instead. So maybe with Jug, it'll be I could get an infinity ticket. But yeah, I went Proving Grounds, 2 silvers, 2 gold, and then I lost my third. So I went 5-1 with it. But I think I could get a ticket with this because it feels really, really, really strong. Professor X, awesome against Destroy, obviously.
Yeah, maybe even Spider-Man might be decent in this too.
I was thinking that too. Yeah, Spider-Man's very interesting. I was like, my first thought was, well, I don't want to make their Jean Grey lane like easier. Like, I don't want to pull stuff out of their Jean Grey lane, but I guess I kind of do, right? So, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I'll play
because
it in the
then
Jean Grey
they have
lane.
to play more in that lane.
Yeah, then they play
You
more.
screw
So,
them more. They have to play more
yeah,
suboptimally.
yeah. And then maybe you could do, you could probably drop Goose for Craven, something like that, and maybe I don't know. You got a couple movers.
Goose is sick, especially if Goose is in the Jean Grey lane.
Goose is a really cool win condition in here
Then
too.
they can't play
Yeah.
their big cards if they have small cards.
Yeah, like if you have one Goose Lane and a Professor X winning, like it's just really hard for them, right? It doesn't even matter
Yeah.
what else you have going on because you could have like Goose, Brood, and then like just play Surfer somewhere else, and like what are they gonna do?
Yeah. No, this is a cool.
Also, like Goose was really rough in the bounce meta, but like in this
Yeah.
meta, everyone's playing big bombs like Shuri, Nimrod, all the, is null, all the death. I mean, death
Yeah.
can get in there, so be careful for that. But yeah, other than that, it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I've never been a Surfer guy. I played like
Yeah,
Surfer for a
me
little
neither.
bit.
Me neither.
I played Surfer for half a week one week, and then I was having fun, and then I was like, no, I like other stuff more. So this seems kind of cool, and I like the control stuff too.
Yeah,
Now,
it's a straight up control deck. You're not relying on Surfer in this deck. It's great if you get them, but the whole thing just lock down lanes and lock lanes and get money.
yeah, I definitely want more of an excuse to play Jean Grey and Shadow King as well.
Mhm.
Uh, and then, yeah, Juggernaut's interesting. I might want to try Spider-Man. I don't know. This is kind of cool. I love Spider-Man though.
Yeah, try it out. Try it out for sure. I think Spider-Man would be great in here.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So yeah, that's basically the meta, huh? Like nothing else too crazy that we really talk about, right?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about some of it last week. I mean, there's these She-Not
That's
decks
true.
running around, right? You got these. I mean, Galactus is pretty good right now, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, like people are just throwing in Galactus as a surprise card.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anytime Cozy releases a video, there's decks, that flood the meta.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think he
Like
just put out
Zoo.
Galactus. Yeah.
He put a Zoo one, then I saw Zoo for like a
That's
day,
the
and I'm
Shayna.
like,
That's
all
the
right.
Shayna deck. That one's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah. That's I
but
play a lot
it's
of Destroy, so I have run Killmonger.
he played that.
So
He said he got like 5 tickets with that or something, but he
yeah.
played it before the Destroy meta, so there was no like Killmonger running around.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I don't think you can really play Zoo now. There's so much Killmonger, it's crazy.
Yeah. I see a lot of Killmonger. I see Killmonger all the time.
Is it every Destroy list? Why wouldn't you play him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Destroy
Especially with,
Thanos, like any Destroy list, a lot of Surfer lists are playing him. Like good luck in a Conquest like run, not running into Killmonger.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Galactus. Yeah, Revis had just a pure Galactus list here. Carnage,
Yeah.
Wolverine, Electro, Venom, Wave, Deathlock, Shuri, Nimrod, Doc Ock, Null, Galactus, Destroyer. I've seen Doc Ock pop up here and there, doing a lot of work for people.
Mhm.
Um, he seems interesting as well, because especially if you're playing if there's a lot of Destroy, Doc Ock could just should completely screw you over.
Yeah, the
You start
wrong
destroying.
combo of cards is coming out for sure.
Yeah,
In the
exactly.
wrong order.
Yeah.
But probably also Shang-Chi, but still.
That's what I mean. Like you're pulling all the wrong stuff, destroying all their stuff, and then probably Shang-Chi as well.
Yeah. But
But
this deck
still,
runs its own. Oh no, this one doesn't run Shang-Chi. That's interesting, eh?
no, this one doesn't.
Mhm.
I saw Revis do this. He had some success. It was pretty interesting. I think Wave is a card that would be worth incorporating more into random decks. Like I wonder if Wave in a Destroy deck would be good. Just to
Mhm.
you play a Wave, then you're playing Null in the last turn, and they really can't do anything. If you're ahead,
Yeah,
if
you
you
could
play,
maybe take out Death for Wave, which is like funny because that's like what used to be the
yeah.
combos. But yeah, you take out Death, right? Or maybe you'd play it
No,
earlier. I don't know.
keep Death and play. Like Death
Play,
can probably get to a 2 by turn
yeah,
5.
maybe Wave Death would be
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
you wave
Yeah,
Death,
it's
and then
usually a 2 by 5, yeah.
what are they gonna do? They're gonna Shang-Chi, and then you just win the other lanes.
Yeah.
That might
And
be
you're
something
probably playing
interesting to
null,
do.
null or something on 6 anyway.
Because that might be a good play Bucky Barnes. Just play these value cards, Wolverine, where you can get ahead kind of early.
That'd probably be a good Zola deck. Probably
I might
play
try
like
that.
null Zola, both.
Yeah,
And then that's your turn 6 play. It's either like Null or Zola every time. Because even if they have Shang-Chi, if you have Prio, like you eat your death and spit it in the other 2 lanes, or your Venom or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. That might be interesting, actually. Yeah, I think Wave's a good card and maybe underutilized in this meta. I think maybe we should be playing her a little bit more.
I mean, she's crazy in the Arrow Magneto deck. Like she goes real.
It's wild. It's
She goes real
unfair.
hard in that deck.
It's unfair. Like sometimes I'll draw her like 3 or 4 games in a row and I'm like, this is just, I feel bad. This is not fair.
It's nice versus the She-Not too. You just play it on 6 instead when you're chilling.
Yeah. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
That's great. We talked about PCUI. I mean, you want to talk about these Twitch drops?
Sure.
Did you
Yeah.
get them?
Yeah.
Did you
I don't
get
know
them
too
yet?
much about them. I don't have any. But yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. I'll pull up Twitch right now.
You should. We'll go through the. I have
What do you
the
like?
thing
Whose stream do you go on?
Anyone that has the Twitch drops active.
I don't even know how that works.
So they'll say like, you basically just link your So you go on marvelsnap.com, okay, and then I think there's a thing where you can, where I don't know if it says Twitch drops or where it is. You can just type in Marvel Snap Twitch drops, and then you link your Marvel Snap account on the Marvel Snap website with your Twitch account. You can do that. It makes you log in, and then what you do. Are you seeing it?
Well, there's a guy's stream is literally named "Get Your Drops," so probably Twitch drops on this.
Yeah. Like the streamers will have it active so that you can go in, and then if you have your account linked, you got to link your account first.
Yeah, I see. It's in the chat now. Twitch drops.
Yeah. Then you go in there, and then just by being in the chat, you don't even have to like interact or anything. You could just like leave your computer on, and you just. I think for being there for 2 hours, you get a bundle. For 4 hours, you get a bundle. For 6 hours, you get a bundle. So I just left my.
Dara right now says he's got drops all night, and so does Hooglin with no mid-roll ads. So those 2 guys will probably be good ones.
Yeah, anyone. I did Lamby stream for like 8 hours one day. I got all the drops in one day. The first day it came out.
Marvel Snap's doing pretty good numbers on. Maybe it's just the drops. I mean,
I mean, Snapster. He was number 1 on all of Twitch when the PC launched.
Jesus Christ. That's
for
crazy.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually insane because the game 30, the game came out over a year ago.
Dude, I was on and he had like 30K viewers at one point. I was like, holy shit, man.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always like that. It was like all the hype and everything, but like, I mean, I'm happy for them, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
There seems to be more. So yeah, the PC launch is going to be good for more player base. So
I'm in this stream called Lee Acer, and Safety Blade is in the chatting.
Tell him he's got a great deck.
There's 50 people on the stream.
That's great. So to launch the PC UI, I mean, Devil Dinosaur mech variant. So if you log in, I think if you log in on PC, so if you log in on Steam, you get the Devil Dino mech variant, which is pretty cool. Ends September 21st. So you got a month.
And there's a new one every day. Every day on PC, you log in, you get something new.
Yeah, right now you don't have to log in on PC. It's just log in. You can even on your phone. The daily login rewards, which is going on now. So log in daily. You don't have to play. You just log in every day. We'll go through some of them. Like yesterday, you get 200 gold. Today is 65 Devil Dino boosters because it's August 24th. The Mech Devil Dino avatar will be tomorrow. 500 credits for free on August 26th, just for turning your game on. 3 gold Conquest tickets on the 27th. 300 gold on the 28th. And a premium mystery variant, no pixels, on the 29th. So all these are just free. Log in, you get it for free.
They end after 24 hours, it says there. So
yeah, exactly. So you have to log in once a day, get your shit for free, and then get out. Play if you want or get out. Who cares? And these Twitch drops, which are pretty cool, these end August 29th. So to get these specific ones, I mean, you only have 5 more days to do it. I'm sure they'll have more in the future because they're enabling this, but to get these variants, you have, 5 days. Watch 2 hours, you get this sweet Nightcrawler variant.
Okay. Yeah, I actually don't have a Nightcrawler variant.
Yeah, you get this one, which is a pretty cool Nightcrawler variant. I like it.
Yeah.
You get, what is this? Wizard Poker? You get a title and all this stuff. You get some boosters, an avatar. You get 200 credits, 35 boosters, title, avatar, and the variant. Watch for 4 hours total. It's a Moon Girl package. 200 credits again. title I'm an influencer.
I'm eyeing those credits. Those credits are looking tasty.
Yeah, it's great. The
Credits
Moongirl
are sick
variant.
right now. It's just closer to a spotlight cash every amount of credit.
Exactly. When I see like bundles now, I'm like, oh man, like that's a ton of credits. Like this anime Storm and Captain Marvel's like
Yeah,
7,500 credits. I'm like,
a lot
man,
of credits.
I'm like, I don't care about the variants, but those credits, man. So, but I'm
I
like,
think
no,
that's like probably, what do you think? 3 spotlight caches, 7,500.
no, it's one and a bit.
That's just one.
I think it's like 6K for one. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
but
It's
you get
20.
them as you open it though, right? You get like 200,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
200. Right?
Yeah. But like I think to go 120 collection level is 6,000 credits.
Oh,
I
okay,
think it's
okay.
24,000 for a month. Yeah.
I'm copium then. I'm
Yeah.
coping.
Which like, in the old system too, like you got like if you don't buy stuff and just do dailies, then yeah,
Mhm,
you can get 24,000 credits per month. So you can open 4 spotlight caches per month. Whereas
mhm.
in the old system too, you get 6,000 tokens per month. So
Yeah,
it's like you could buy one card. So this
mhm.
you can open 4 spotlight caches, So
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
yeah. And then this Sunspot variant, which is pretty sick actually. I like it a lot. I think it's the Luca Clarity one.
Yeah, you got that
Because
one. Yeah.
yeah, no, I got all these. Yeah, I just told you I stayed on the stream for like I just left my computer on and that was it.
Okay, so you just gotta leave it on for 6 hours and you get everything basically.
Yeah, well, you leave it on for 2 hours and then you
Mhm.
gotta claim it. Then once you claim the first one,
Oh, okay.
then yeah.
The
So you
next
can
2 hours starts.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's sweet. And this is not 250 credits, 65 Sunspot
Yeah. Okay.
boosters.
I'm gonna do this. I mean, I wasn't gonna do it, but it has credits, so I gotta do it. No.
Yeah, and it's 5 days. Just leave your stuff on. Leave your phone on Twitch too. You can do it
Yeah.
easy. Go watch a
Mhm.
movie, and then that's it. So I think it's really cool they're doing this because it's like gets people involved in the streaming community as well, right? People are
Mhm.
watching streamers, gets more hype around Marvel Snap, and you just get free stuff.
Mhm.
Even if you don't want to watch them, you get free stuff, and they're good. It's good. It's not like this is a shit variant. These are pretty cool variants.
Mhm.
Like they're not crap. They're very good, and free credits, like you said.
Mhm.
So like I don't know. I'm not into titles or avatars, but I
Once in a
mean,
while, I get an avatar that I really like, but yeah, I rarely. Yeah, I think 95% of them I'm not a
yeah.
fan of.
That's like me with titles. I mean, the avatar is like my Nimrod Kirby one, the Dan Hip Nimrod. I just use
Yeah,
that for everything. I love it. I'm an influencer is a pretty funny one.
most of
Um,
the titles I didn't use the title for most of the time I played this game.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we could do I'm an influencer. Feedspot top 20 Marvel Snap
that's true.
podcasts.
Yeah, the kid. Well, you have Twitter. You have Twitter. You can do it.
I mean, but top 20 Marvel Snap podcasts on
That's true. We're number
feedspot.com.
6. Yeah, check out Feedspot.
Shameless plug. Somehow they messed up and made us on that list, but
No, we take those. We take those.
we take those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, this is just cool,
Mhm. For
So
sure.
hopefully they do a lot. I don't know how often they're going to do this kind of stuff, but hopefully it's more often than not. Maybe once a month or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Mhm.
But it's cool to just have free stuff, right? Who
Yeah,
doesn't
for
like
sure.
free stuff? It's
Mhm.
always good.
Mhm.
But yeah. Um, I don't know, nothing too crazy. No OC updates or anything like that. We're at an hour. I don't know. What do you think? Anything else you want to talk about, my man?
No, it's all good. I mean, we we do a little more chill app, and then I don't know, maybe next week we can do some kind of list or something.
Yeah, I think next week I think we should go over top 10 cards in the game that we think again.
Yeah, it's been a while. The
Yeah.
last one was the high Evo Kitty Bounce meta, and everything's
Yeah.
completely changed now. So
Completely
yeah, I'll be
changed.
down for that. For sure.
It'll be interesting. I'm surprised we had so much in common last time.
Yeah, we
I
might
don't-
again, but
We
it's okay.
might not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, good cards are good cards, right? So we'll aim to do that next week. But yeah, again, YouTube at the Super Snap Bros, Twitter the kid _ Snap. I was gonna say X because I'm an idiot. It's Twitter/X. But yeah, no big deal. What you got to say to the people?
Hey, have a good weekend. Stay safe, but have fun, and enjoy yourself out there.
Oh yeah. Peace.